Test, 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 test. For those of you guys who are curious what I do when I say I'm setting up the stream, it's like I'm eating my lunch and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I'm so lucky I get to stream and play a game and have a break from work, and I'm like really excited, and I can't even stop dancing because I'm so excited. And I'm just like setting up the stream, gotta open all the chats, gotta post this on Twitter. There's nothing I want to do more than play video games. And then I spill a bunch of crackers everywhere. And then I clean up the crackers. That's the Joe Hills setting up the stream experience that's what this sign represents. This sign. Where's the sign? How do I point at the sign? I can't figure out the direction. That makes no sense that the sign would be that way. Yeah, that from a camera standpoint makes no sense. But anyway, thank you for greeting each other warmly. We are going to be recording our 100th episode of Hermitcraft Season 5 today. So if you guys have any suggestions for what that should look like, the stream setup did not include me actually planning an episode, because things have been crazy at my day job, like tons of stuff going on. Our graphic designer just got a totally sweet job offer with this other, like, dream job type thing, designing stuff for new buildings, and not like architecture, but like design related stuff with all the new buildings going up in Tennessee, and there's a ton of them. And so, yeah, you know what I should probably do is I should probably start the episode somewhere high up, which means I need to get out of this shaft, because this is not a good place to start recording. But yeah, did not have a lot of time. I've also got my in-laws in town this week, so I've spent a lot of time doing extra stuff at work. Whoa, that was almost... Okay, jeez. That horse scared me, because I was like, oh, have a heart. Ah, skeleton. Anyway, let's see. So anyway, welcome to Inmichi, Green Acres Pest Control, Farland Gaming, Silent Demon, Barbara Gorgon, Yasser Hassini, Laura Giblin, Zuljano Laplushi. Welcome to Karis Sophia, Kuya, SGA, AwesomeBot99999, Ozathoth, Donnie Ryzen, everyone else. Glad you are here today. Oh man, this horse has a saddle on it. Let's take it out tonight. Okay. I'm gonna slowly die. Oops. How fast do I have to be going to get through this? Faster than that, apparently. Okay, good to know. Excuse me. Just chugged my drink, so I'm gonna be... Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so let's figure out what we want to accomplish this episode. It seems like it's a good episode to go on some sort of retrospective server tour. Especially because it looks like for scheduling reasons we won't be able to record the D&D game this weekend. Sorry about that, guys. But Hermit schedules are difficult to coordinate at the best of times. So getting the whole castle done today is less urgent than it might have been. Which buys me a little extra time, but not a ton. Okay, so... Let's get some paper for these fireworks. Because can't make fireworks without paper. One piece of paper, and it has my name on it. Can't use that. How am I gonna fly around the server on a tour if... okay. So, let's just climb this wall. This was one of the first pillars I think we put in on the server here, or on the on this project. It is coming along. It's like I almost wish I had a place I could stand. Can I get the Red Sky base sign in and the castle without really stretching it? It's kind of a stretch. This particular shot is a bit of a stretch. Okay, so got that in place. Gonna do face cam off, and we're gonna get ready to record. Anything else we need to do today? Sorry, RTO board. This is an invite-only server, and I don't control the invites. Wow, the light today is making my face look completely washed out. I need a wide-brimmed hat. I have nothing around here that comedically looks like a wide-brimmed hat. There we go. That's not better. Hey, look, it's Laugh at Us, a Pitfalls and Penguins and other penguin stuff thing I made. Oh, it's got comics inside. I made this years ago, and I found a bunch of them. I also have a ton of other random stuff I found in here, but it's not a good time for that. We're going to be retrospective about Hermitcraft today, because it's number 100. Let's see, Tanav Time says, I just subscribed to your YouTube channel. Are you a full-time YouTuber? No. I have a full-time job that I'm on my lunch break from. I do a lunch break recording session every day, and then I run back to my job, and then I edit at night. And it's a pretty good mix. But I do have like an actual studio that breaks even most months. And that's where I'm in now. I got a studio near where I work, so I could come here on my lunch break. And that's my YouTube process. Once I am completely paid off with my educational debt and my wife is out of grad school, we might come back to the YouTube full-time thing. But right now, it's not really viable. Because, like, I've got a toddler who needs health insurance, and my wife's job as a grad student doesn't provide health insurance for families. So I'm kind of, like, and health insurance is, like, hundreds of dollars a month for families, if not thousands, like $1,200. It's possibly tens of hundreds of dollars a month. So having a full-time job right now with my family is really important. Sorry, Princess Boar, this is an invite-only server, and I cannot invite. I do not have permission to invite. Let's see. So, hi, Lucky Star. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Searched me on YouTube, and this was the first thing that came up. Well, I hope you are happy. Or not. It's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch to recording mode. I'm going to hit start recording, do some vocal invites. Not vocal invites. Dang it, Princess Boar talking about invites has gotten me off track. I was going to say, I'm going to do some vocal exercises to warm myself up. Unique New York. How now, brown cow. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen strange sights, but the strangest they ever did see was a night on the marge of Lake LaBarge. I cremated Sam McGee. Now Sam McGee was from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms and blows. Why I left his home in the south to roam round the pole, God only knows. He was always cold, but the land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell, though he'd often say in his homely way, "Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and welcome to episode 100 of Hermitcraft. We are here, one eye on Red Sky Bay, one eye on Castle Ravenloft. Can't actually see the bay. Now you can. That is the magic of movement. Now, one of the things that makes games great is your ability to move. So, for that reason, I got some gunpowder and this elytra, and I am ready to do a little bit of flying around today, just a little bit retrospectively, you know. It's funny because, like, I built this whole Red Sky Bay Visitor Center thing here to be kind of like a workshop where I could test ideas out. I have barely used it for any of those. And, you know, not that I'm about to spend all day today making up ideas inside of there as a workshop, but, you know, it's, if you guys have ideas that you think I should workshop inside that workshop, that JOLO deck, if you will, definitely let me know. I would love to entertain them. Also, I'd really like to actually make the visitor center entrance here actually better. Oh look, it's my temporary shelter from episode 4. This has been, like, at this point, I was going to tear this down. This was going to be gone. And it's still here, and it's actually still providing me temporary shelter. What do I need? I need some paper and some gunpowder to make fireworks. It is providing. And for that, I'm grateful, you know? It's funny how you set something up and you're like, eh, this is good enough. And then maybe it's more than good enough. It's good enough to last. But anyway, I was planning on tearing this down eventually one day. Whoa, or just falling backwards in the sand. That's always fun. But now I'm thinking, like, it would be kind of better if I just had a stairwell that came up out of here into the workshop and made that a permanent thing. Like, now that does kind of alleviate the ability to use this as a constrained workshop environment, or abbreviate maybe, less than alleviate, more abbreviate. But you know, and it'll require destroying this sign. Whoops, sign's gone. Well, luckily False thanked me a long time ago, so I don't need to constantly have that reaffirmed. We can just drop these extra signs with our extra eggs here. Unfortunately, there's no hidden secret fireworks, but you know, it's okay. Let's go ahead and climb up here a little bit. I always loved how this ceiling came together, although it never actually came together all the way. Or the same thing with that wall. I've been using that to fly into occasionally, because when you fly into a wall, you actually want to fly into a lack of a wall. That wall has more value by not being there than by being there. And sometimes relationships are like that. Sometimes you hold something too close, you squish it. So you gotta give things room, give people space, that sort of thing. I don't know. So yeah, from up here, look, there's another sign. I didn't set these signs up. Oh, stream's starting soon. That's from when I stream. Maybe I'll do that again someday. Let's see. We've got our little house here that we started working on a long time ago. I still haven't gotten the garden in. I was going to build a little garden in this valley here. And instead, it's just a little valley of darkness where monsters can spawn and attack people at night. So, you know, that's nice in its own way. But look at what 100 episodes have accomplished. Part of a basement. A chest with some ender pearls. Actually taking some of those on my way up the stairs. No fireworks in there. But it would have been nice if there were. You know, I kind of thought like, okay, I just want to experiment with a house. I want to have a place that I can put a bed where mobs won't spawn and attack me. So I made this. But really, I'm bad at making houses that are useful in Hermitcraft in a way that is meaningful, above and beyond, like the core concept of a base. So there's that, too. I need to reevaluate how I process these sorts of things. But I have been really pleased with, on the whole, how I've been able to preserve the overall landscape of the bay. Like, I didn't come in here and terraform away all of it, you know? I started putting some poles in for a dock, but I didn't pave the whole thing over and put up a parking lot, you know? A lot of these parts of this are still unlit, which I like. I hope that when the server shuts down one day, which, you know, no time soon, hopefully not until next Halloween, after next Halloween, but anyway, you know, when the server shuts down, I hope that some of this natural, algorithmically rendered beauty is still here. You know, a lot of times I look at some of the stuff I build and I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, and maybe I wasn't thinking, maybe that's why I play Minecraft, just to let my mind, what do you call it? Disengage, yeah. Speaking of disengagement, there's a movie screen, you know? I could, put movies on there, which is one way to disengage, but it's not as good as creating things, I think. So, I gotta say, I did love this pig prank. That was a good project. So thank you, Cub, again, for contributing with that. We can climb up to the tippy top of our pig from the, I think we have an entrance in one of its tippy toes. No, they're not called tippy toes. They're called little piggies. Yeah, so we go in through this little piggy. And then, yeah, this was our, porcine visitor center. This is where the pigs come visit. Interesting laddering setup I did there. But yeah, I really love how these skylights work. This space doesn't really get used as much as it could, unfortunately. But you know, looking back, that's just kind of how things are. Sometimes you make things and they don't end up exactly the way you planned. Hey, but we did capture that zombie pig man. He's still there months later. So, that is just one thing. The Back Bacon is a very viable name for this, suggested by, I believe, one of my viewers, Lethal217, back in the day. Or maybe that was a repeat of somebody else's suggestion. If so, apologies to the original suggestrix. We have got to check this. Any, no fireworks. Well, anyway. Let's go ahead and eat a potato. Potato, because it's potato by the bay. Boom. But yeah, let's fly. You know, we've got... I picked this area partially because it's so nice in terms of its natural borders. Like, I could say, hey, anything immediately around the bay, don't build there. That'll be my thing. So, you know, we come over here, though. What's this? Somebody has built a flying something. I'm guessing a sheep. I think we're in ZF or Tango's area. I think Tango's area is actually further that way. Let's go ahead. Whoa, there are sheep down here. Yeah, so this must be where their aerial delivery service launches out of. That was fun when they brought us some by the other day. Let's go ahead and hop out of here. I'm thinking that this over here, that this is Tango's area. I mean, I'm not really flying to these places because I'm like, oh, I built this. This is part of my memories. But, you know, like looking at what people accomplish on the server in 100 episodes, it's pretty crazy. I mean, this was 100 of my episodes. I don't know how many Tango and ZF and all spent. But, oh, this looks so cool. What is that? Somebody fighting? Oh, no, that's a weird cemetery, I think. Tango Tech Cemetery. Interesting. But, anyway, we are mostly passing through here on our way to the spawn area. I wanted to take a look at kind of how that's changed a little bit. Assuming that I don't run out of these magical flying pistol things. Oh, yeah, there's Isuma's illegal house, which somebody was supposed to take down. Wink. I say Isuma was supposed to take that down, like, jokingly. I think, actually, if nobody took down stuff, it was supposed to be my job to be the meanie that was going to destroy it all. See, like, I don't know what this is, but I think I'm supposed to be mean about it. What is this? Yeah, this is unacceptable. Let's tear it out. Actually, let's not, because I actually don't know what it... Let's not tear it out. Let's give people the benefit of the doubt for the time being. But, anyway, I do want to still play the meanie and knock down all the extra buildings around here, if there's anything left. I guess Isuma's build there is considered a little bit out of the radius of things that must all be destroyed forever. But, yeah, this was a fertile valley, and we built it up, and we tore it down, and, whoa. What is that? That's persistent. Anything that persists is a potential target. This anvil reached orbit October... Well, somebody clearly built this on October 3rd, 2017, or after, so we'll leave that there. But anyway, let's go ahead and run downstairs and take a look just around the tree. See how that's been going. So we can just take a quick jump out of here. Can I pull up, pull up, pull up? Whoa, perfect landing. Tabletop premium experience from Joe Hills. That is what I deliver. I claim to deliver it, and it has occurred. This is good. Oh, did Scar put in some new trees? I really like that. That is great. Like, none of this was here. This was a pit. You can go back and watch the episodes where we sat and talked about digging it out. I don't know. I feel like it makes me happy. It makes me happy to look at this and go, you know, we had 100 episodes, or I've had 100 episodes on this server, and I feel like I've contributed in a little way. I helped dig out part of this. I helped build the Yesh building. I've got this bookshelf here if somebody wants to look at bookshelves. Although my shop is still technically listed as coming soon. Who's my neighbor here? Impulse's Gear Up Beacon Rental? I might want to rent a beacon. Look at how many beacons there are. That's insane. That's a lot of beacons. Like, I know that this is supposed to be like a post-scarcity environment once you restart the server, but I'm literally tripping over my own words, unable to process this. Look at this. That's too many beacons. That's exceptional. I'm probably gonna borrow those at some point for my castle build. Yeah, I'm not gonna go look at the castle today because I feel like I've been looking at that plenty, but wow, I just gotta say, huge fan of everybody on the server. nothing but nice things to say about them. Just gonna go ahead and enter pearl back up to there. Let's go ahead and walk around here a little bit and see some of the other builds that have gone in. Like, it's not really a formal server tour because I'm not formally doing anything. I'm just making things up as I go and going around where people make. So, you know, that's nice. Oh, man. I love these natural pathways. Like, I don't know. It's just nice to have a moment to reflect, like, on what people can do when they coordinate, when they work together, when they bring together different skill sets. It makes me happy. Hermitcraft makes me happy is, I think, going to be the title of this episode. You know, and I hope it makes you happy too. Please go ahead and put in the comments, you know, what makes you happy from these first 100 episodes. What makes you happy about Hermitcraft? I would love to hear it. It is always so encouraging to hear from you guys. Y'all are pretty awesome, and there wouldn't be a Hermitcraft really if it weren't for the fans. So that is definitely something you guys can be proud of. You contributed. You know, actually a lot of the ideas I get, like related to how I execute the builds and things like that, that comes from you, the commenters. So, folks, you guys are awesome. I think that we're going to make one last stop at the Mushroom game, which I think I can find through the Nether. But this might be a little bit of a misadventure because I've never actually gotten to the gaming area from the Nether portal. I always take a boat, but I didn't bring a boat with me. And so I think we are going to try that now. And possibly starve to death if that's a bad idea. Time skip. Oh. Okay. Also, thank you so much to Laura Giblin for your $5 donation. When we switch out of recording mode, I will go ahead and update the thing there. I just want to let you know that did go through, but I normally don't acknowledge donations too much when I'm doing a recording. Okay, so I think that I want to go this way. Well, that's not it. I think in general it's going to be back here and over, maybe? That's Wells Night Space. Can I go past that? No. I really wonder where ZF put that portal. Huh. Maybe it's through one of these. Gaming District the long way. Where's Gaming District the short way? Well, whatever. We have a wither killing station? Who knew? What about Mumbo's Maze? Python's Grand Underground Base. Suma and End Portal, False's Island, Stress, Gaming District this way. Stress. Nothing. Gaming District. Did I put those signs in? Maybe. Welcome, Go Mr. Bob. I am currently in recording mode, so I'm not really acknowledging everybody in the chat, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Okay. Where does this go? That looks like it connects to Mumbo's somehow. Yeah, okay. Well, we're not going to go that way. Okay. So here we are in the gaming district. There's a bed if you want to turn night into day. I don't know why someone would. Nighttime is so soothing. There's so much dirt here. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind if I ever need any dirt. But yes, it does indeed appear that our cattle game is still here. basically, I just wanted an excuse to harvest leather without people, you know, getting mad at me for building a farm when there's no farming area on the server. And no farms, especially in the gaming district. Hey, I didn't starve to death on my way here, and now I got food. This is like the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, also, don't try to eat when you're clicking on... That's how they get out. Whoa, it looks like there's even more cattle in here than there were when I used to play. That's actually really nice. So, yeah, anyway, this thing has been a huge success. I don't know if anyone has actually ever played it, because the scoring mechanism is incredibly silly. But you know what? It works. I am happy. So, you know what? Hermitcraft makes me happy. Look, there's a zombie. Hello, zombie. How did you even get here? You must have wandered in from, like, another biome. That was a poor idea. You should have stayed where you were. Safe and dead. Now you're damaged and dead. That's a worse way to be a zombie, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, here we are. We visited stuff from episode 1. Well, maybe not 1. Episode 18, episode 4. All sorts of places in between. Hermitcraft makes me happy. I hope it makes you happy, too. Here is to 100 more episodes. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Stop recording. Facecam back on. Don't worry, stream. I'm not leaving. I'm just blocking out the... I'm ending the recording. And turning the facecam back off for a second so I can mute my microphone. Unmuted. Okay, so where were we? That was our episode 100 retrospective spectacular. Retrospectacular! That's going in the title. Hermitcraft makes me happy retrospectacular. So, where was I? In the cow area. So, oh yeah, we were going to say thank you to Laura Giblin for donating $5 toward making episode 11 of Hermit Quest Rifts ad-free. Let's go ahead and update that counter. So we're at 5 out of 40 there. Episode 10 goes up tomorrow, and episode 11 goes up on Monday. So we've got a few days to hit $40 on that. No rush, everybody. I do appreciate all of the contributions that you guys do make. Montuo says, I did think it was over already. Nah, just the recording, not the stream. We're actually ahead of schedule today. Probably because I didn't do any time skip building stuff, which I frequently do in real life. I think that we should probably try to fly to the castle. That makes sense to me. So let's go ahead and fly on over there and continue working on our stairs for the time being. Anybody want to chat about anything? You are welcome to post questions. Sherman says, I lived in Tennessee for 41 years. Moved to Ohio. Okay, well, I hope you like Ohio. Do I watch YouTube comments or only Twitch comments? Excellent question, Abaju. I look at all three. Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. What's the one thing I was hoping Mojang adds in a future update? Oh, man. One thing. If I had to pick one thing... That's really hard. I mean, I always like when they add more blocks, but it's not like a particular block that I really want. Like, any blocks are good. Kara Sophia writes, how'd you take off from ground level? I was actually a little bit above ground level. I was like this. And you can pull that off if the server is really responsive. 90% of the time it won't work, but yeah. Cool. Thank you, Resident Virus. Good to know. Yeah, more slabs I would probably appreciate, just knowing me. Is there anything in here that I needed to grab at the moment? I don't think so. Okay. Red glass panes, cobblestone. I think I'm good on that stuff. Let's see. I think that I'm just going to continue with my stair building for the time being, because I've got a ton of stairs I got to put in. And I'd rather do that when I have folks to talk to than otherwise. Kara says, I want to sort your storage. No, it's mine. I'll never be able to find anything if somebody else moves everything around. Dudebox says it would be nice when they add more life to the oceans. Yeah, having more mobs in the oceans would be awesome. Having giant whales would be crazy. Welcome, Tandem Time. Karis Sophia writes, you can't find anything now. But I don't blame anyone but myself. I'd rather be in a situation where I'm the only person to blame. Joe, have you ever tried the new Minecraft? Yeah, Minecraft Pocket Edition. I have played it on the iPad with my child. She is a child, and she enjoys it. And I have enjoyed it too when I've played it. Dang it. Do I have an extra ladder or two? We're just going to put an extra ladder here. Dang it, I can't get... Okay. Extra ladder, engage. Extra ladder up the stairs. Extra ladder up the stairs. It spirals around this thing there. Okay. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom. You know, at first I was like, you know, if these stairs aren't perfect, it's really going to bother me. But now I'm like, I'm glad these stairs are all weird and creepy. Like, they're supposed to be off-putting. The fact that they are uncomfortably asymmetrical in a variety of ways as you move up them really just adds to the effect. Like, it doesn't feel like a traditional spiral staircase. It feels like somebody was making fun of a spiral staircase. It's not all going to be stone brick, right? This staircase is, because that's what they make stairs out of. Drock87 writes, for D&D, do you prefer published adventures or homebrew? I love writing my own stuff. Me and my friends actually even wrote our own open game and licensed 3.5 variant called Pitfalls and Penguins, which I actually have a... I laid out a 260-page book, and we did a Kickstarter and stuff. So yeah, we felt like 3.5 wasn't really good for storytelling the way we wanted it to be. And then 5th edition came out, and it's way better for storytelling. They ended up achieving a lot of the same goals that we had, even though they used different mechanisms. So I've gotten really into D&D 3.5 lately. And in terms of homebrew, yeah, we literally came up with classes, species, maps, all sorts of fun stuff. So I love I love homebrew, but I also am beginning to really appreciate how good some of the published stuff is. Because you got to keep in mind, a lot of the published stuff started off as homebrew, you know? So I'm really getting more acquainted with some of that more published stuff, just to kind of diversify my own gaming education. Because I started off only doing stuff that me and my friends had made, and I realized, like, I'm ignorant of all this other stuff people have gotten out there and done over the years, and that's to my detriment. So that's actually part of why I started looking into this Curse of Strahd Castle Ravenloft thing, was because I was like, you know, I want to have a better understanding of how the game designers that work for Wizards or with Wizards of the Coast, or back then TSR, approach these things. And the best way to understand how somebody made something is to attempt to remake it. And so it's been really good. Did I do Cub Fans character list yet? No. There's going to be some scheduling issues, I think, with getting the game off the ground. So I gotta... Cub Fan is like one of the only people who has been able to be like, yeah, I could do this day, but everybody else is like, oh, I want to do it. Oh, but that's too long a session, or I'm traveling, or... So we gotta work something out. We do have videos for Pitfalls and Penguins. Yeah, that is, yeah, we put a lot of work into that. So definitely check that out if you get the chance. I'm gonna have to get more of these andesite blocks, I think, to keep this going, aren't I? So, because, yeah, really, I need andesite to go to the roof here. So I'm pretty close. I might be able to ender pearl down to the bottom there. That could have been a lot worse. Thanksgiving instead of Halloween. Wait, what about Thanksgiving? Since I'm running low on rockets, I should visit Cub, Mumbo, or Summit. They have double chests full of them. That's good to know. I might need to borrow some. Andesite 11, not enough. But yeah, that's enough now. Wait, I want polished andesite, not chiseled stone. Cool. Do Thanksgiving instead of Halloween for our D&D episodes. We might have to. I mean, honestly, YouTube ad revenue picks up a lot once November hits anyway, so I could see people being like, oh, it'd be great to have an extra series in November. But yeah, it's... I would have loved to have... The thing is, this is technically spooky, but it's not like actually a Halloween castle. It's just a spooky castle. So I was like, oh, it'd be fun to get it done by Halloween, but yeah, it's hard to get everybody in the same place. So... And part of that is I don't want to seem like I'm blaming other people entirely. Part of that is difficulty scheduling because of my job and my wife's grad school stuff. I'm a difficult person to coordinate around, and I completely own that. That is a major factor in every element of my life, that it is difficult for me to get 5 hours to myself. And then if I have to coordinate that with 4 other hermits, you know, that gets a little bit difficult. So... This is in no way am I unhappy with anyone else. I just really it's hard to get 5 hours from 6 people on a server like this, you know. Whoa. I don't think I can get back up there right now. Well, let's have the stairs keep going, I guess, and then we'll figure it out. Fundraiser for babysitter. Well, it's not just a well, the problem is babysitters are expensive when you don't live in the suburbs. Like, if you live somewhere where there's a bunch of teenagers around, you can pay them, like, minimum wage. But it's like, the only people, like, most of the people I know who can watch my daughter are either people with, like, a JD or working on a PhD, and their time is valuable enough that I can't just be like, hey, here is $8 an hour, you know? So, but, like, at least, like, Nashville is just not a town with a lot of teenagers that live in town. Or at least the coworkers or people I know who have kids who are babysitting age, they all live a half hour, 45 minutes away. So then it's like, I gotta pay somebody to drive 45 minutes or up here and then back. It's crazy. It's dumb. Anyway, this should actually be dug out now at this point. 12:37. Just keeping an eye, or 57. Keeping an eye on the clock. I'd rather have the acacia there than that bowl. Also, just kind of a side note. Let's go ahead and hack away at that. And this as well. Torch can go here. Actually, wait, no, I want the lip of this to be andesite too. Do me and Wells try and hang out because we are both in Tennessee? Sometimes. We probably see each other twice, 3 times a year, which is not too often. Sorry, a Lyric Pro, this is not a, I don't control the invites for the server. It's invite only. And I am not the invitor. So, invitor, I guess, would be the word. I don't have invitation privileges. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to wall this off. And let's go ahead and take these extra ladders and connect that to here, Because technically you are supposed to use you are supposed to be able to use the air shaft from here. Go all the way down there. So that's how that works. Which hermits will likely be in the first D&D session. We've had a few express an interest, but scheduling has been very difficult. So I don't want to name names and have somebody not be able to make it. Get people's hopes up. But yeah. So, let's see. Technically, this should get mined out too. Like, this is supposed to go all the way top to bottom there. So we should be able to stand at the bottom of this and basically see the top. Yep, there it is. It's pretty far. How did I get that elytra? Scar gave it to me. It's a Scar Air. Okay. So anyway, stream, it is actually time for me to call it a day. I gotta get back to my day job. Oh, man, I'm exhausted. It has been a long week already. We still got one day left. But anyway, thank you, stream, for coming out. Thank you again to Laura Giblin for your donation. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.